In 1938, the Jack Pine Gypsies Motorcycle Club held a small hill climb and flat track race in Sturgis, South Dakota. They had no idea that that simple weekend of racing would spiral into the largest motorcycle rally on Earth. "88 years later, I threw my gear together and fired up the Dyna to ride every single mile there and back, taking on both the hill climb and the flat track to recreate the legendary history of what started it all." Leaving Lake Mead, we had almost 500 miles of open road ahead of us, heading up to Bridger Bay Campground. There was no better way to spend my 27th birthday than on two wheels. The strategy would be to stop every 100 miles, splash fuel into the Dyna, and keep rolling. Riding through the canyon walls of the Virgin River Gorge before St. George sure is some beautiful country. When you take a trip like this, the miles are awesome, but making a point to stop and see people you haven't seen in a while is what really makes it. Our second gas stop was in Cedar City to fill up at the Maverick and catch up over breakfast at Amber Kay's Cafe. After a great breakfast, I was back on the road to the next stop in Fillmore to get a splash of fuel while racking up miles. Then the last fuel stop in Springfield, right before my dad and the chase truck was supposed to head into Draper to pick up a rental bike. And that's where the whole trip almost ended. I bottomed out on the highway hard. The rear tire slammed into the fender and chewed straight through all the wiring to the taillight, shorting out the electrical and blowing the fuse. The bike was completely dead. My dad was about 30 minutes behind me in the chase truck, so I called him for a rescue. But sitting in the gas station in Springfield, I wasn't about to give up that easy. I peeled electrical tape off another section of harness, separated the fried wires, popped in my single fuse, and hit the starter. It worked. I got the bike running right as he pulled into the station. We hit AutoZone for some extra fuses, tape, and zip ties, then made our way to Draper to pick up the rental bike. Then we pushed straight to Bridger Bay Campground. After 500 miles, a highway breakdown, and grabbing my dad's rental bike, we capped off my 27th birthday at Bridger Bay with the best sunset of all time. Day 2, the goal was to cover another 400 plus miles to Alcova Reservoir. Wyoming immediately delivered open highway, passing a tank, cutting through massive rock formations, and blasting through the rock tunnel on I-80 before making a quick supply run in Rock Springs. After grabbing supplies, the rig was stocked up and ready to go. The American flag flying in all its glory, we were back onto the highway. I flew past Pops on the on-ramp and pushed out ahead. Rode through a small town in Wyoming, then onto some open two-lane where I ended up catching up to some other riders, probably cruising towards South Dakota as well. We exchanged nods, made a few passes together, and just soaked in the open road. That's the magic of heading to Sturgis. You're never riding alone for long. Finally rolled into Alcova Reservoir super stoked. We scouted out the shoreline and found a literal 10 out of 10 campsite right on the edge of the lake. Once we landed at camp, we got set up and leveled the truck camper. With boats cruising by on the lake, the sun dropping, setup couldn't have been more dialed. We headed up to the local restaurant bar for dinner. Dad took the bicycle, so of course I had to buzz past him. The view overlooking the lake up there was unreal. After a quiet night under the Wyoming stars, we woke up to a killer sunrise over the lake behind the bikes prepped and ready for day 3. The day kicked off with a ride into Casper to meet up with fellow Baja racers for breakfast at Eggington's. Here's the menu if you're hungry. Caffeinated, full stomach, and good vibes, we got right back on the road to Sturgis. Bikes were everywhere, I was so close I could smell it. Rolling onto Main Street on opening Friday, you could tell it was about to get buck wild. The whole town felt alive. As insane as the party is, we didn't ride over 1,000 miles here just to cruise Main Street. 88 years ago, this rally was born from wide open throttle up a dirt hill and banging bars on an oval track. It was time to put the Dyna aside, suit up, and take on the original Sturgis challenge.
Corey's still moving!
First up, the legendary Jack Pine Gypsies Hillclimb. Well, I did ride the Dyna to the track. We got there early, cleared registration, and entered my KTM 450 into the stock class. The bike setup, we softened the suspension a bit and dropped the rear tire to 8 psi to help it hook up in the loose dirt. Then we waited. Our class last in the race order, which meant we spent all morning sitting around watching everyone else tear the mountain apart. Kids were ripping it, big bites were getting spit off. One guy came within inches. I think only 3 people made it all day.
Trying that left side. Up 3. Corey's still moving. Come on, Kyle, he's still moving. Oh, that's about as close as you can get.
By the time 2 o'clock came around, the hill was completely chewed up, rutted out, and nasty. My 3 runs were up. With no warm-up and being the very last guy on the track, I sent it. Every run, I made it around 175 feet up the mountain, super consistent every time.
Kyle is off. He's at 2, he's at 3. Kyle Ramirez on a KTM 450.
What a time to be alive. After the whole event said and done, I walked away with a second place in class for my first hill climb. Recreation of the legendary hill climb down, 1 podium locked in. Time to hit the dirt oval to go flat track racing, real left, real fast. We rolled into the pits, parked the rig, and watched the crew prep the track while the national anthem echoed across the venue. For the bike setup on the dirt oval, we dropped the triple clamps down the forks as far as they'd go, firmed up the suspension, and set the tires to 15 psi. I got 2 quick practice sessions to figure out the surface. Took some notes from watching the pros show everyone how it's done. But soon enough, it was time for me to stage for the heats in the Knobby Class. In my very first flat track race ever, they tried playing some trickery with the start lights. 2 guys jumped early and got sent back to the second row. Didn't catch me slipping though. Got a great launch off the line. Not long after that, I was battling for the lead. I blocked the inside to take first. Pulled a huge gap and took the win in my first ever flat track race. By the time the main event rolled around, it was pitch black. We were under the lights. I got a rough launch and had to work for every inch.
Oh, you're terrible, sir.
We'll let my pops do the commentary on this one.
He wants him. He wants him. Oh, he got him. He got him. Oh, he went too far wide. Too getting mad at himself. Oh, spun out. He got him. He got him. One more. Oh, he let him get him. Got him.
We battled the entire race, and coming off the final turn, on the last lap I pinned it, getting him by a half a bike length at the line to take a second place. Dude, going real fast, real left is a whole different animal. I learned real quick that the flat track is all about body position and buttery smooth throttle control. Competing in the classic dirt oval at Sturgis felt like stepping back into time. Absolutely epic. With 2 podiums locked in, mission complete. We came here to recreate the original 1938 Sturgis events, and we actually did it. But once you step off the track and take a look around you, you realize you're right in the middle of absolute motorcycle heaven. Everywhere you look, this place is overflowing with every kind of riding event imaginable. Full Throttle's got it going on. Over at the Buffalo Chip, the wild energy never stops. You got Slide GP, the Concrete Cowboys throwing it down, Bikini Bike Wash. They even had a full-blown mullet contest where the winner walked away with a Coleman mini bike and $200. We hit up Rapid City Harley, which was just a sea of bikes as far as you could see, and rolled right through the heart of downtown Sturgis. When you need a breather from the madness, you've got the Black Hills in your backyard. We were making good time until it started pouring. Pulled over to throw on a jacket and ducked into Hill City to let the worst of the storm pass over. Once it cleared, we made the climb to Needles Highway. Ripping through all the tunnels and a pack of bikes is so sick. From there, we looped around to Mount Rushmore. With all these amazing and historic places checked off, we headed back to riding rest. Between tinkering with the bikes, watching my dad rip around the Husky, and whatever else wild stuff you find out here like a snake in the bar, it was the perfect place to kick back. Taking it all in, it hits you. There's so much packed into Sturgis, you couldn't possibly see it all in 1 week. But that's why everyone keeps coming back. The final morning, the Harley was soaked from the rain, but it was time to pack up and head out. I took off solo on a huge 500-mile plus push, grinding out highway miles, reminiscing all the way to Firehole Campground. Day 2 was another full haul from Firehole straight down to stay with friends in Cedar City. And the final morning, I just had a short ride left to Lake Mead. Over 3,000 miles round trip on the Dyna, 2 podiums and 2 brand new racing disciplines, and an unforgettable trip. Out here, you're surrounded by like-minded people where you can sit down next to anyone and feel like you've known each other forever. Surround yourself with what you love. For me, that's motorcycles. Sturgis was one for the books, and I can't wait until next time. Thank you for riding along, and I'll see you on the starting line of the Baja 400 on September 12th.